This is Monica and I am a children's librarian with the San Antonio Public Library. And today I wanted to go ahead and show you guys how to make this awesome reindeer ornament. And it's actually made out of a lot of recycled materials. And I did use moss here as a cover, but you can be very creative about the different toppings that you use. So for example, if you find twigs out there, maybe you can use that. I don't know. Go ahead and try different things out and see what you come up with. And I kind of wanted to emphasize that we can make some cool gifts or holiday ornaments to put on our trees or whatever we're doing for the holidays. Without getting too excited about the possibilities, let's go ahead and get started. So for this craft, what you're gonna need is the reindeer stencil. You're gonna need a piece of twine. You will need some moss. You will need some cardboard, and I just went ahead and I used some popcorn, the other side of the popcorn cardboard. You will need a marker to do some tracing, and I would suggest using some tape, and you will use this to hold down the stencil onto the cardboard, but you'll see what I do later on. You need some scissors, some glue, a glue stick, and a glue gun. Sorry, the glue gun with the glue stick. And if you need to grab an adult to help you glue, then I would highly recommend getting your adult. Okay, so the very first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna cut out the stencil. And you see here that I already have a stencil that has been cut out, and this is what it'll look like. It doesn't have to be perfect, as you can see. Just go ahead and give it your best, and trust me, you'll do just fine. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the stencil over your cardboard. Make sure you get a cardboard that does fit. And at this point, you're gonna go ahead and use your tape to kind of tape your reindeer stencil onto the cardboard, and you just see a little example there of what I did. And then you're going to use your marker to trace over it. And I already have one that's completed over here, and this is what it's going to end up looking like. And you see here, my stencil is a little thicker. Sorry, my tracing is a little thicker than my actual stencil, but that's okay because making the piece a little thicker is going to make it sturdier, okay? And for now, what you're going to do next is go ahead and cut this out. Okay, now I've been cutting out my stencil, and as you can see, here's the finished product. And if you had as much difficulty cutting that out as I did, you may want to get an adult to help you with the cutting. Another thing that I would suggest, if you do have an adult handy and you have an X-Acto knife or a fine blade like that, you can also ask them to go ahead and cut it out for you, and that is extremely helpful. Okay, on to the next part of the process, and in this part you will need your glue gun. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and get started with our moss. So what you're gonna do, and this is my favorite part, is you're going to start putting the glue. And see there, I'm not really using a lot, just a little bit there. And you're going to start getting your moss and laying down the pieces on there. You see that? And what I'm going to do, because this is a smaller piece, is I am going to break the moss apart. That way I can be more precise with the placing of the glue so that we keep the shape of the antlers and of the reindeer. All right, as you can see, I have my finished product right here. And these stencils really aren't that large, just to scale. Here, let me use a chapstick. This is a little chapstick, so it's a little small, but we're getting there. As a finishing touch, what you need to do, well, I guess a couple of finishing touches, get your adult, and what you can do is you can poke a hole right in the middle here so that you can go ahead and thread your twine and use it to hang from your tree as an ornament. And what I'm going to do is, if you have some glitter glue around, what you can also do to add a little more pizzazz is you can go ahead and put a red nose. So now we have our Rudolph. And of course, you don't have to have the red nose. You can just leave it as a reindeer. I had a lot of fun making this ornament with you guys today. If you guys want to find out more information or learn about more events like SAPL Tween or other children's events, feel free to pop on mysapl.org, that is mysapl.org, or call 210-207-2500.